Hey guys, I am DC, your host of Barside Jive Live, and today is February 14th, 2019. It's Valentine's Day, and I'm so glad you guys are checking us out. I'm glad you guys decided to hang out for this Valentine's evening. That tells me a lot if you're watching me instead of going to pick up your date. So, but it's all good, and in fact, if you are on your Valentine's Day date, you can always watch me later, because all you got to do is go to vocalnow.com or download the app on your phone. Pull out your phone right now, download Vocal Now, and then go to, if you do it right now, you can go to the Vocal Live image right to the right of the zoo and Fuzzbox, and you can watch us live, or you can watch me later at my Barside Jive Live image that's in the on-demand entertainment area. So, you can watch me now or you can watch me later. Guys, our show is sponsored by Outlaw Cider Company, located in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. One of my favorite drinks, Outlaw Cider, have 6 of their own. And these guys are veteran owned. They have an awesome covered patio. They're dog friendly. They ship their ciders nationwide, and they got free freaking popcorn and pork rinds, which is some of my favorite stuff. So, in addition to being sponsored by Outlaw Cider Company, we are also sponsored by the Zoo. That's right, guys, the OKZEW radio, and you can go to vocalnow.com and listen to the Zoo, the same Zoo we used to get in the 70s and 80s, 24/7, 365 days a year. Hey, if you guys are a musician, you have some talent, you want to be featured on this show, it's real easy to do. Or, hey, if you want to advertise or sponsor a show, it's DC at barsidejive.com. DC at barsidejive.com is the place to go. Guys, I got some bad news. Bob's not here tonight. Bob told me that he had plans. Boner's not here either. Boner said he had plans. So it's just me. But it'll be cool. We'll have a good show. We've got a packed show full of cool people. So, just because Bob and Boner both are kind of out tonight because they had plans, left me alone. It's all good. We're going to have a great show. But I got to start with my breaking freaking news. Let's see what my crack news team got for me today. Let's see here. Okay, this is good. I dig Sasquatch stories. They're awesome. Okay, so couple having sex outdoors in Bigfoot costumes get accidentally shot by hunters. Yeah, no, this is legit. Stand by. An Ohio couple's attempts to spice up their sex life with some kinky role play turned horribly wrong last night as they were both shot by hunters while having sex in the woods in Sasquatch costumes. This is legit. 43-year-old, guys, let me just say, where in the world do you get news like this? I mean, you don't get this on CNN or MSNBC or Fox News. No, you got to come here. Barside Jive Live is where you get this great news. We've never known about this if you hadn't tuned in. So anyway, 43-year-old Chris Mumford and 41-year-old Janet Smith were wearing disguises and engaging in kind of loud sex in a wooded area a few miles out of Woodsfield when they were spotted by some local hunters. Jared Burns and his son were patrolling their property with rifles in hand, looking for signs of bears that may have awakened early from their hibernation when he saw the hairy creatures. It looked like a couple of gorillas mating like crazy. They were standing over 6 foot tall and kept growling and moaning at each other. They looked like really wild creatures. Mr. Burns and his son were convinced that they were facing a couple of Sasquatches, folkloric creatures said to be hairy and upright walking, ape-like creatures that dwell in North America wilderness. I know there aren't any apes around here, but this is Bigfoot territory. We really thought that this was our chance to kill one and finally prove they do exist. The two men fired 8 shots, hitting Mr. Mumford 3 times in the shoulder, leg, and abdomen, and hitting Ms. Smith twice in the thigh and forearm. Oh, man. Fortunately, the couple started screaming and swearing after getting shot, helping the hunters realize their mistake and call 911. Jared Burns and his son fired 8 shots in the couple's direction, believing they were a couple of mating Sasquatches. The adventurous couple, heavy emphasis on adventurous, were transported to Barnesville Hospital, where doctors were able to stabilize their condition and no longer fear for their lives. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office has opened an investigation to determine the exact circumstances of the incident, and criminal charges could eventually be filed against the negligent hunters. Despite this unfortunate accident, Jared Burns remains convinced that Sasquatches do exist and says he won't hesitate to kill one if he sees a real one, just to prove it. All right, Jared. All right, guys, that was my freaking breaking news of the day. Man, what would I do without my crack news team, right? Well, guys, let's move. Let me have a little sip here. Let me have a little sip of my favorite Outlaw hard apple cider. Jeez. Okay, guest number 1 today is Stephanie Reed. Stephanie's a South Dallas foodie, self-described.
The South Dallas foodie.
The South Dallas foodie. There's only one.
There's one.
And she could be found on Instagram at
South Dallas Foodie.
And there she is. Let's welcome Stephanie to the show. Hey, Stephanie.
Thank you for having me.
So good to see you.
So hard to keep my mouth shut during the Sasquatch story.
Yeah. Yeah. We love here on Barside Jive. We love our Sasquatch stories. We believe and we support those guys when we know they're out there. And this is a little bit unusual, but I never know what I'm going to get fed for the news segment. So it's always something interesting.
Well, I'm glad they're alive.
Yeah, we're glad they're out there watching us when we're in the woods. So tell us about I first saw you on IG, your account. It's really cool what you do. And tell us a little bit about what's going on there.
Thank you so much. On my Instagram account, it's just the same Instagram I've had since 2011, 2012, and I just sort of rebranded it when I started the blogging thing. And so that's where you can see like the pictures of my kids and what I'm cooking at home and stuff. And so I don't curate it a whole lot. I don't spend really any time on lighting and setting up shots and stuff like that. I'm just, what's on the table, no matter how bad the table looks, that's the shot.
Just
People
raw.
seem to dig it.
Yeah, it's totally. I love that rawness.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, people all the time telling me that I need more light, and I'm like, nah. Dude, who needs light? They can see me. I'm good.
Yeah, everybody's got a comment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get those every now and again.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
You should invest in a better camera.
I know.
I'm like, what you following me for, man?
I know. There's plenty of other people to look at. Hey, so I just think some of your your photos and the captions are really cool, and I just want to talk about a few of them, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Now, this one I thought was pretty cool because this looks like delicious, and I think this is a meal you had at the House of Blues here in Dallas, right?
Well, I can't see it, Sheldon.
Oh, okay. Here.
I don't know. What the hell is it? I don't know.
No, let me show it to you. Sorry, Jay. There you go. Oh, here we go. That right there.
That was, God, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Was that House of Blues? Oh yeah, that's the
HOB Dallas.
That's the Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I hadn't either until I went there that night.
Okay,
so
it looks amazing.
It actually was. That is a vegan burger.
No.
Yes.
No way.
Yes way.
That
Okay.
can't be. Are you a vegan?
I am not. No. I had no kind of time for that whatsoever. And I get really irritated about vegan burgers because my thing is, I was vegetarian like in my teens and 20s, but the whole vegan thing, I just like cheese and stuff like that way too much, so I don't get it. But what I really don't get is if you're going to be a vegetarian or a vegan, then why do you want something that tastes like meat that like I would imagine that would pull up some sort of moral, ethical dilemma that I just don't get. So I don't know. I think it's kind of ridiculous. But one thing I will say about that Impossible Burger, and the way that the chef's name escapes me at the moment. I am so sorry, but he is fantastic. Their head chef at House of Blues.
Yeah.
The way he prepares that is a vegan bun. That is vegan cheese.
Wow.
And when I took a bite of it, I was, fully prepared to very politely spit it in my napkin and say, that was really great. Thank you. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm blabbering, but I cannot say enough good things about that restaurant in particular. But it's something I would even consider ordering again,
Wow.
And,
okay, well, let me ask you this, because, one of my favorite low-carb foods is on that platter as well. It's those fries. I love fries. I love good fries.
Yeah, I kind of judge every restaurant on their French fries. Mm-hmm.
So how were they?
They were really good.
Were they?
And you have to understand my vernacular. So, like, if I say it was good, that means it was all right.
Yeah.
And if I say it was really good, that means it was. It means it was like worth the money, absolutely. Yeah. But if they had knocked me out, I'd be talking for the next 10 minutes. So
right.
You just, fries.
That's awesome.
They
look amazing.
They were good. They were definitely good.
They look amazing. Now, what about the ketchup? Was the ketchup good?
It was Heinz ketchup.
Was it?
It was.
Heinz.
Because why would you not serve Heinz ketchup? I cannot tell you how irritating that is when I go into a restaurant and I see Hunt's on the table. I'm just like, I don't care how good your fucking food is now. Like, you just lost me. Totally lost me.
Okay, so let's look at another one. Since we're talking about ketchup here, I saw this post that you made, and I thought was really, really cool too.
Oh, I think I know the one you're going to show.
Yeah, absolutely, you do.
Oh, dude, that was a wild night. That was a wild night. That was the great ketchup debate of October.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, and I'd have to go back through the comments, but I believe that whole discussion ended up, it started out Heinz versus Hunt's, and then, people throw Whataburger in there because Whataburger ketchup is just, the shit.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now, whose is that? Whose do they use?
That is something that I was actually thinking that maybe this would be something you and I could do in like one of our coming segments over the next whenever.
Yeah.
Is because some people say that it is totally different.
Right.
And some people say that it is just Heinz.
Right.
But think about, like, how often are you having Whataburger and you have Whataburger ketchup and then you also pull out Heinz to, like, do a taste test? Like, no one does that. So but to me, they are very similar.
Right.
But, yeah, that particular, I try and do something interactive on Friday and Saturday nights for people like me with no lives and don't do anything and just sit on their phones all night. So we do Friday and Saturday night death match.
Yeah.
And that was a death match. And if memory serves me correctly, that comment thread descended into absolute madness, including racial slurs. I mean, like, people blocking people reporting other people to me. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just trying to, like, kind of get on with my night, and my phone is just like bing, 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 bing. People arguing about ketchup. Yeah. But it's fun.
Funny.
That's what goes down on Facebook. That's more of where the food wars go down.
Right. So let's tell folks, like, what we're planning on doing. So Stephanie and I, we've been talking about, like, her and I going out and meeting at different, like, restaurants or eateries and checking out their food and doing some comparisons and having a food segment on the show, right, Steph?
Yes. Yeah. All
yeah.
about that. I think it would be really cool.
Yeah. So if you think that's a great idea, guys, do not hesitate to shoot us an email, dc@barsidejive.com. Shoot us an email and see if you like that idea, because we think a short food segment would be cool to do, periodically. So I'm totally down for this. And, I like to eat, Steph.
And I like to argue.
Yeah, oh, shit.
So
you and Jade.
It's always fun to argue about food, though.
Yeah, right.
Feelings don't get as hurt.
Right. You guys, actually, seriously, you need to follow Stephanie at the South. It's at South Dallas
Instagram.
Foodie.
Instagram is at South Dallas Foodie. Facebook is facebook.com/South Dallas Foodie. And then Twitter is at South Dallas Food.
Cool. Cool. So you
and then
guys,
the blog, southdallasfoodie.com.
Yeah. She's all over that stuff, and she's hilarious, and she's got some great content.
Aw,
So you guys check her out,
cute.
and if we're lucky, we'll see her back on the show on a regular basis. So we'll just have to see if we can talk her into it.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Steph. You just keep your seat.
I'm going to, yeah.
Okay, cool,
yeah,
cool.
definitely.
Cool. Okay, so guest number 2, we've got Jade Nickol.
Hi.
Hey, Jade.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good, good. It's been a little while since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's back in December. I was
Yeah.
actually talking about that on my way here. 'Cause I
Wow.
was very sick that day.
Oh, you were? Yeah.
yeah, you didn't know.
You were worried about your voice
Yeah,
prior to.
I was very sick that day.
Yeah,
But I didn't want to cancel on you. And I was
Right.
really excited to do it.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, but I ended up having to go get a steroid shot that night.
Did you really?
Yes.
You just couldn't shake it.
No.
Okay, I need to teach you about turmeric.
What is
Got
what?
to get on a regular diet of turmeric.
What is that?
Turmeric is it's a God-given plant that should be part of your regular diet. It's a natural antibiotic, and
Like aloe, kind of?
it's you ingest it. You
Oh,
I put it in hot tea and drink it normally daily, and it's freaking awesome. Oh, you can put it in anything.
Okay. I like sweet tea.
I'll give you a class here
Okay.
when we're done.
Thank you.
So let me tell you a little bit about Jade, guys. She is awesome. I'll start off with, but she is a singer-songwriter, very talented. She grew up in a small lake town here, just outside of Dallas, suburb of Dallas. She began her entertainment career when her music teacher noticed many, many, many years ago that her talent was beyond her years, and that I know for a fact. Since that time, Jade has done a lot of acting, and she's been in commercials and short films and in a feature film, From Above. And so we have something in common because we've both done some acting, and I've got a few. I've been in a few movies. You can see if you go to Walmart and buy them. I mean, they never actually made the theater, but by golly, you can
Straight
go
to
to
DVD.
Walmart, and I'm on their freaking shelf, and every time I go to Walmart, I go to that section to make sure they're still there. Because that's the way I can only think that I did have a chance of being famous at one time. Although I did one of my favorite auditions, Jade.
Yeah.
I got to audition as a gunfighter in the remake of when they remade the movie, the Western, Denzel Washington, The Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven, yeah.
They remade that, and I was living in New Orleans. I was acting full-time, and I actually got to audition as a gunfighter for that movie.
Have you ever done gunfighting before? Like in real life? Had you ever, did you have experience gunfighting?
Yeah. No, I've done stage fighting.
Okay, stage fighting.
And I was a policeman, so I mean, I have.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You've done so
I'm
much.
retired. I've done a lot of things.
You've done a lot.
I've done a lot, but to be so young,
Oh my god.
to be such a young guy, I have done quite a bit in life. But seriously, I got to audition for that movie, and that was I didn't get the part, obviously, but because I'm still living here. But just the fact I got to audition for that role, I was called in by casting to audition for that role.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
So
that's
fun.
freaking huge.
That is huge.
So fun.
It's huge. So, I mean, I'm done. I'm good. I don't have to have
That's
the
it.
money. I
That's
don't have
it.
to have the fame. I got to experience auditioning for a major motion picture.
You should put that on your resume, auditioned for.
Hey, and if Chris
Magnificent
Pratt
Seven.
got my job, I'm good. Go, Chris.
Go Chris, shout out.
He beat me out, but damn, it's good to get beat out by somebody.
Yeah,
awesome.
someone cool.
Yeah.
That was I auditioned for Grown Ups, with Adam Sandler
Yeah.
for his daughter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got asked to audition
Isn't that
for
cool?
that. That was cool, but I had a broken arm at the time. Well, a bent arm. I bent my arm, but it was in a cast. And so, but I got called in to do the audition, and they had to the videographer was trying to get the camera where it wouldn't get my arm, the cast, and it was bad. I didn't get it, obviously.
Yeah.
But how cool would it have been?
Because you're still living here, too.
I'm still living here. I don't know Adam Sandler. But how cool. I remember I went and saw
Yeah.
the movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
that could have been me.
Hey, let me tell you something. I have auditioned. I had the most amazing agent, Angie Moncrief, in Jackson, Mississippi. That she got me, between her and the casting, I got great auditions, and I've auditioned for some amazing pictures. But what is so cool is to watch those movies and hear your lines.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Hear your lines that you memorized and auditioned on in the movie.
Yes.
And to see who actually got your role. It's so satisfying because it's like, I didn't get it, but by God, I got to audition for that. And now that person is playing that role. That makes me feel good.
It's good, definitely.
It's okay to be second place.
Yeah, it happens. And it's even worse though when you get the call back and you really think it's gonna happen. And then they're like, nope.
Oh yeah.
You thought.
I never even got. Yeah, I usually didn't get the call back. I just didn't hear anything. If you don't hear anything,
Yeah, it's a no.
When it comes out and it's somebody else, you know that you didn't get it. But it's very acting is a very.
It's interesting.
But it can be very, very frustrating. Very.
Very. That's why I don't really do it anymore.
It's a tough business, man. There's a
very
lot of
tough.
rejection.
Oh yes, a lot.
And you never find out why.
No,
you never know.
Especially when you really think you have had a few. Like this one, it was for Vision Works, and I actually wear glasses. Like I am pretty blind, and I remember I was like, I'm a real person. Like and I wore my real glasses to the audition. She was supposed to wear glasses. And I was like, they're really going to pick me because, I'm true. And I use Vision Works. I buy my glasses from them. And I got a call back, and I was like, they know I'm a real customer and that I can represent their brand with a pure heart. Mm-hmm. And they loved me. And I was like, I got this. And I didn't get it. They gave it to a girl that doesn't wear glasses. And I was like.
You always think you got it.
I know.
I always thought I had it. I nailed it. I
got that. Nope.
Well, let's talk about music. So since that time,
since then,
no, seriously, after winning her town's idol contest, she really decided to devote all her time and her talents to music, and that's why she's here today. And so, Jade, we're excited to have you. We've got some of your music we want you to play. I know that you perform throughout the area, but primarily Dallas-Fort Worth, I guess, for the most part, but. And you play piano as well as guitar and sing, right?
Yeah, piano's my first instrument. I've been playing piano about 6 years, whereas guitar about 2 years. Yeah. But piano's too big.
Yeah. You can't just carry it around.
You just can't put it on your back and.
Yeah, I did some piano.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom made me take piano for 2 freaking years. It was the worst 2 years of my life. My buddies were outside playing ball, and I'd look out the window, and I'd be playing March of the Elephant Dwarf.
Yep.
Really.
Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I can still play March of the Elephant Dwarfs. You got some keys, I'll show you how to play it. Okay. But anyway, no, I hated it. And as soon as she felt like I'd been punished enough, she let me off the hook. My brother continued on.
Oh, wow.
My brother was freaking amazing. He was natural, and people would pay him big money to come to their homes.
Oh, wow.
And play for their relatives during Christmas. He was really, that dude was so freaking talented. But anyway, so Jade, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you, and I want to play a little bit of your music. Do you mind?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Do you care with what I start with?
I guess not.
Okay. I'm not giving you a choice. I just thought.
I know. I hate listening to myself.
So
oh my god.
So let's start with Best Friends, huh?
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I just hate listening to myself.
You want to tell us a little bit about this song?
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about it.
Okay, I thought you might want to.
Yeah. I wrote this song about a year ago now, and I wrote about my best friend at the time. And me and her had been at the time.
At the time.
That's the
code word.
Yeah. So I wrote about her, and if you listen to it, it pretty much shows why we aren't friends now. But we had been friends for about 7 years, all through middle school and high school. And I was to me, she was my best friend, but I wasn't her best friend because she was popular, and so I wasn't. So yeah, that's just kind of how I felt throughout our friendship. So.
Okay, well, let's give the audience a listen here.
It's not that complicated when you say it out loud. I just don't like thinking all about how the times when I come and somebody else was there. The times when I'd be pushed aside, acting like I didn't care. But we're best friends. We make fun of the world. We're best friends. We make fun of the girls you spend your whole weekend with, while I'm at home thinking if we're best friends, then why am I alone? It's very complicated when you say it in your head. So many memories contradict what you said. You're all I have, I can't say much. We still sit together at lunch. Is that enough? Does that make me your best friend? We laugh about the world, my best friend makes fun of the girls she spends her whole weekend with, while I'm at home thinking if we're best friends, then why am I alone? Best friends, we laugh about the world. My best friend makes fun of the girl she spends her whole weekend with, while I'm at home thinking if we're best friends, then why am I alone? We're best friends.
Tour they put on Netflix, and I was like, I could have been there. Oh, lucky! That's like one of my
Great
favorite
song,
albums.
Jade.
The Red album is like my favorite. Oh,
Jade, that was a great song.
thank you.
Really loved it.
Thank you.
Stephanie liked it too.
I love that. Thank you.
So what do we play one more?
Okay.
The boy.
The boy everybody knows.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows.
I wrote this song about a year ago, and I wrote it after like you're in like I wasn't dating this person, but we were like involved, I guess, and talking, I guess is the word people say now. And I really liked
Hanging out.
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
So
Wanna go hang out?
yeah, and so he was known by everybody in the area. He was a musician, and he was known by everybody in the area. And I was a musician. I was a budding one, you know. And so it didn't work out between us. And so I kind of wrote this song about how everyone will still ask about him, you know, because they knew y'all were like sort of a thing, sort of not.
Right.
Or they don't know, you know. And so like they still ask about it, and it's super annoying. And it's like you can't get over someone, and 'cause
Right.
people keep asking about them. So that's what I wrote the song about.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand. I can kind of relate to that.
Oh my God, another person has asked how you are. I never know what to say, so I smile politely, shrug my shoulders, say he might be touring the USA. I swear everywhere I go, every gig and every show, someone brings you up. You're a star in a small town. Why do I live in a small town? I need to get out. But how do you forget someone so prevalent in a town where everybody knows everybody? And how do you resist when they So how do I let go of the boy everybody knows? Everybody knows. It's almost been a year since we last talked. That doesn't seem to stop them from talking. They say you left because of me. They say I'm here because of you. They just keep talking. Maybe one day they'll learn the truth. How do you forget someone so prevalent in a town where everybody knows everybody? And how do you resist when they want to tell you how it's been? But you don't need to know. And everybody wants to be like you. I know I did once too. So how do I let go of the boy everybody knows? Everybody knows. I wish you were talented. I wish you were plain. I wish everybody could forget your name. I wish they would stop inviting me to your shows. Maybe then I could forget the boy everybody knows. How do I forget? How do I let go? How do I forget the boy that everybody knows? How do I forget? How do I let go? How do I forget the boy that everybody knows?
Another great one from Jade Nickol.
Thank you.
Wow. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good. Oh, thank you. I'm actually getting my EP, my first EP recorded right now, and it should be coming out like April-ish, kind of.
All right.
But I will say, like, the style has changed. Like,
Has
there's-
it?
Yeah, definitely. All those songs were written over a year ago, and like I cringe listening to them now.
Really?
Oh God, yes. Like I hate listening to myself.
So what's the new one like?
My new songs, that was more country vibe, and that's
mhm.
what I thought I wanted to be
Mhm.
because that succeeds in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was talking to a friend of mine, and I think you know him, Drew,
Mm-hmm.
Deanna.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was talking to him. We've become pretty good friends, and he was like, "Do you even like listen to country?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Okay, well maybe that's why you're not maybe succeeding as well in the country genre because people know, and like you don't listen to country, and you're just not into it. You know, you aren't being influenced by the real country people." I was like, "You're right." And so I then kind of took a step back, and like he was like, "Who do you listen to?" And I was like, so I named the artist, and he was like, "Why don't you maybe write like that? Just write how you want and like see what happens." And so I started doing that, and I found I have this whole new style that I like way better, and I just feel way more comfortable in. And so that's kind of what the EP is gonna sound like. It's just a little just different. It's more, it is pop, but it's more like, I don't even know. It's like singer-songwriter pop. I don't even really know, to be honest. But I just like it better. The themes are more just, I've just grown a lot in this past year, you know?
Right.
And so there are definitely a bunch of themes that are more mature and just a little more honest with myself and other people. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
You know, when you get that done, you need to come back on.
I definitely
back
will.
on the show,
Heck
and we
yeah.
will. Yeah, actually, we'll give it proper due.
I would
We'll-
love that.
Oh hell yeah!
I actually, like, last night I was thinking about, I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to name my EP because, like, to me that's huge. And so I think I found the name for it. And I thought of it last night, and I loved Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Love that whole concept.
Right.
And I was like, I think that describes me. And it kind of describes the theme of the songs that are going to be on the EP. So I'm thinking I'm going to name the EP Murphy's Law.
Awesome.
And so, yeah.
Very cool.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. In April, see, be in time for my birthday. So you can come back on.
When's your birthday?
The 11th.
OMG, mine's May 1st. We're both spring
Is it
babies.
really?
Yeah. That is
Oh,
insane.
Yeah. So maybe April, May, you come back and we'll introduce it properly.
Cool,
Okay,
definitely.
cool. So let's hear another one from Jade Nickol, right?
All right.
What we got? Oh, I like this one. I can so relate to this. It's Happy Birthday.
Yes.
But we're going to play it on Valentine's Day. But
Yeah.
it's kind of the
It's kind of a
s-
yeah.
same.
You'll
kinda.
see.
Yeah, here we go. From Jade Nickol.
The night is winding down, the hours are going by. I haven't thought about you, but I just cannot lie. It's just a simple day, no better than the rest. Tomorrow will come and go, but today is something different. I hope you know I'm thinking of you. Oh, I can't stop thinking of you. There is no confetti, there are no balloons, there is nobody throwing a party for you. There is so much that I never got to say, like I love you, or happy birthday. The clock is ticking by, I'm waiting for midnight, so I can finally close my eyes and fall asleep. I never want you to think I wasn't thinking of you. There is no confetti, there are no balloons, there is nobody throwing a party for you. There is so much that I never got to say, like I love you, or happy birthday. You know I can't give you a gift. You know I would if I could. Come into it, you would make a mess. So I'll say happy birthday, I guess. There is no confetti, there are no balloons, there is nobody throwing a party for you. There is so much that I never got to say, like I love you, oh happy birthday. There is so much that I never got to say, like I love you, oh happy birthday.
It's adorable.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Hey, that was awesome, Jade.
Thank you.
Hey, tell people how they can contact you if they want to book you or
Wow, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let me.
got a card.
I got my card.
Hey.
The camera can see it. That's my name, and that's a picture of me. And then on the back has all my social medias. But you can find me. My main kind of social media I'm always on is between Instagram, Jade Nickol Music, and it's spelled Nickol. It's super weird, so just I gotta spell it out every time. And then on Facebook, I'm always on Facebook. I have a fan page, Jade Nickol. You can find me on there. But those are the two I'm mostly on. I am on Twitter, but nobody follows me on Twitter, so y'all should definitely follow me on Twitter because I'm pretty funny on Twitter. I'm more myself on Twitter, to be honest. But it's Jade Nickol _. Like, you will laugh if you go on my Twitter. Just saying. But just saying. I'm more myself. Like, I just post kind of stuff because nobody follows me on there. So
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and
right
then
now.
Yeah, then YouTube, Jade Nickol, and yeah, that's where you can find me.
Ooh, cool. You know what? I really think you ought to play one live.
I should play one live?
I don't know what Jay's going to think about that, but I think you should play one. Do you want to play one live?
Sure, if Jay's all good with it.
I don't know. Jay, what do you think? Jay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can she play
sure.
one live?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Jay.
cool. I just scratched my arm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely got to scratch that arm.
Gotta scratch it.
Scratch it.
Okay, am I gonna be able to? I gotta move this closer.
Yeah, you got to move it closer.
Okay. Can you hear me?
All right, guys. Jade Nickol live on Barside Jive Live.
Hi. All right. This song I'll do always makes people laugh, and I do like to make people laugh. So, can you hear the guitar? Does it sound good?
Yeah.
It'll work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this song I wrote after I got rejected from this guy that I really, really, really liked, and still hurts. So, but we're really good friends now. So, but I wrote it after I got rejected from him, and so it's called "I Wish You Were Gay." So, I hope you guys like it. I wish you were gay, and maybe I wouldn't feel this way. When you tell me you don't feel the same. If you like boys, then maybe I wouldn't be so destroyed. If you were gay, maybe I'd be okay. I wouldn't cry all these tears, I wouldn't have all these fears. Oh, I wish you were gay, and maybe I wouldn't feel this way. When you tell me you don't feel the same. If you like boys, then maybe I wouldn't be so destroyed. If you were gay, maybe I'd be okay. 'Cause that hurts less than you not wanting me. I wish you would call, tell me that you fell in love with a boy with pretty hair. I wish you were mean and only dated boys who seem like they go to the gym 8 days a week. I wouldn't cry all these tears, I wouldn't have all these fears. Oh, I wish you were gay, and maybe I wouldn't feel this way. When you tell me you don't feel the same. If you like boys, then maybe I wouldn't be so destroyed. If you were gay, maybe I'd be okay. 'Cause that hurts less than you not wanting me. Ooh, ooh. I wish you were gay, and maybe I wouldn't feel this way. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
That was awesome, Jay.
Thank you so much.
So talented.
Thank you.
Isn't she?
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad
Yeah.
my pain makes people happy.
Well, you know, A lot of songs were written about very similar subject.
Definitely. And that's kind of what I wanted to do is like, it's such a common theme. Like, I'm not the first person to get rejected,
No.
even though it felt like that. And so I was like, what could be cute? You know, like of a common theme, like put a twist on such a common theme that I know most people can relate to. So that's what I did.
If I was a songwriter, I could have written 1 million of them by now.
You've been rejected a lot?
Oh, well, I was just like, let's just say I made a lot of mistakes. So
Yeah, no
anyway,
flashback.
happy Valentine's Day. That's why we're here on Valentine's Day.
True. Exactly.
Yeah. Almost 8:30 in the evening.
Love that. It's dark
That's
outside.
awesome. Yeah. So, you're still gigging. You're still.
Yes.
What do you got coming up?
What I got coming up, let's think. I have a gig at this place called White Horse Steakhouse, which is far, far away. It's in Valley View, like near the Texas and Oklahoma border. But I
yeah.
gig there. Yeah, I gig there regularly. But I live in kind of near the Denton area, so it's not that far. I mean, it is, but it's like not as far as probably for y'all.
From here, yeah.
Yeah, and so I perform there, and it's super duper cute. It's run by this couple, and they have exotic animals. It's kind of like they have exotic animals all around the ranch, and it's also a wedding venue too. And so they
Wow.
have zebra, they have camels, they have goats, and they have a kangaroo. And the kangaroo she lets out at dessert time,
Right.
and people can hold it and take pictures with it. Super duper cute. Her name is Sydney, the kangaroo.
Wow.
I've held her a few times, super duper cute. And they let the baby goats come in too, and you can hold the baby goats. I held one. And it is a super cool venue. And me and my friend Drew, Deanna, are going to be playing there March 8th. And I'm super excited about that. You get a full meal and with dessert, and then I sing there. That's how I get in.
Right.
And so I sing, and me and Drew are going to be singing that night. And yeah, it's just super cool venue. Definitely great for like anniversaries or whatever's. But I also will be at more closer to home in Dallas at Tuda's Pizza March. I don't remember. One moment, please. Let me just look that up real quick. But I actually got that through Drew too. I do the open
cool.
mic at Tuda sometimes, and
Oh, cool.
and the woman was like, "Oh my goodness, you should
Yeah.
come sing here." I'm like, I would love that because I'm currently broke college student, so that's just great. Okay, March 16th, I'll be there
Okay,
at
cool.
8:00. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah. What are you studying in school?
I currently do Berklee online it's through Berklee College of Music, which is super cool.
Awesome.
And I am a music business major.
Oh.
So yeah.
Wow, cool.
It's fun. I love it.
You're digging your
I'm digging
studies,
it.
yeah.
Except, okay, I'm in Music Theory 101 right now. I
Yeah.
hate that class with a burning passion. Like,
yeah.
oh my God. Yeah, I hate that class. I had to get a tutor. I'm having to pay $20 a week to pass this stupid
Oh,
class.
wow.
And usually I wouldn't care, but now I'm paying for it. And so I have to like pass it. And so I hate that class.
Yeah. It's funny. You're struggling with music theory, and I
Yeah.
struggled with statistics.
I suck at math. That's why I hate theory. Because to me, theory is the math of music. It's notation, it's
Yeah.
numbers, it's symbols. That's
yeah.
just like math. And I am stupid at math. Like,
all
I
sucky.
am not good. I
Me either.
failed
I hate
my
it.
state test, actually, in math. So, like, I'm not good. And so I'm struggling really hard with music theory. But
Right.
I'm required to take a few classes of it, even though I'm a music business major. It's whatever.
Well, that's
So,
awesome that
yeah.
you're doing that. Yeah.
It's cool. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, most of it's fun.
Yeah, most of it's fun.
Yeah.
Just that one class.
When will you wrap all that up?
Well, as of right now, I'm only able to take 2 classes a semester because it's expensive, and I'm paying for it myself, so that's hard. But it makes me more like care. Like I said, like if I probably wasn't paying for it, I probably wouldn't have gone to tutor. And
Right.
so, but I'm going to take classes through the summer too because of how slow and how the small amount of class I'm taking. So I'm hoping by like 2022 or 3, I should be able to be done.
Awesome.
Hopefully. We'll
Awesome.
see.
Very cool. Very cool. It's been awesome having you today.
Yeah, it's been awesome being
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
I love this.
And I appreciate that live number you just.
Thank you. I'm glad I got to sing it. That's kind of more my new style. A little more blunt.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Cool. Well, remember, you got to come back.
I will
and
definitely
when you
come
finish your
back.
EP. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I've got a pro tip. It's where I do my collection of life hacks, tips that, help get you through the day, week, month, year. And my pro tip is pretty simple, guys. It's Valentine's Day. And I just want to let you guys know that forgot that it was Valentine's Day. It's kind of late in the evening, but you know what? It may be too late for, Pro Flowers. It may be too late for Sherry's Berries, but Tom Thumb's open. And Tom Thumb is open probably 24 hours in your neighborhood. And those guys have an awesome selection of flowers and cards. So run over to Tom Thumb and make sure you take care of those that you love. Okay? That's my little pro tip of the day. Got some final notes. Don't forget that vocalnow.com is about everything vocal. Download the app to your phone so you can listen to the zoo, some deep cuts, classic rock. And you can also watch my Barside Jive show, which is where I interview what I call the musicians that made it. And then you can go over to my Barside Jive Live, and you can check out this show, which is archived there. Also, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live, because all my content is archived there, even from the very first shows we did 2-3 years ago. Way down at Grapevine, downtown Grapevine. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Anyway, so BarsideJive.com is about everything me. Go there and subscribe to my newsletter. My first newsletter comes out March 1, and I'm like stoked. So you can get my monthly newsletter just by subscribing. It doesn't cost you a dime. And what it means, I just send you an email like once a month, and it'll have the newsletter. It'll tell you who I'm featuring coming up on the shows. It'll have you, and in fact, I'm going to have a T-shirt. So I'm going to have a T-shirt. You can see it on the newsletter when it comes out. So yeah, I have some merch.
Yes. That's how you know you've made it. Yeah, when you get merch.
It's your face on a T-shirt.
Yes.
You know that you spent some money putting your face on a freaking T-shirt.
Love that.
Yeah, woohoo! Yeah,
Yeah, I'd wear a T-shirt.
Would you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, awesome. You'll be my first one.
Yeah, I'm wearing some Woodstock merch.
That's
So why
true.
wouldn't I wear any other
That's
merch?
true. That's true. I need to have my couple friend on the show.
Yes,
I have to probably do it. I'll have to do it long distance. We'll have to
That'd be cool.
hype them in because they won't make the trip probably. But hey, my show today has been brought to you also by Hip and Hippie. Hip and Hippie is a planet-loving company known for its high-quality, earth-friendly, 100% recyclable organic candle line and their natural body care products. It's no wonder eco-supporting people love Hip and Hippie, hipandhippie.com. I want to thank Pamela Tuckey, our photographer today. Pamela can be found at PamelaTuckey.com. That's PamelaTuckey.com. Takes amazing photos, weddings, graduations,
Web shows.
Web shows.
yeah, some of those, like boudoir.
Okay.
Woo, yeah. Okay, anyway, so a final thank you to Outlaw Cider Company in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. You can find them at outlawcider.com. Best ciders in the world, and the zoo at vocalnow.com. Hey, tomorrow, don't forget tomorrow, my Friday show at 4:30 at Outlaw Cider will be Tyler Stokes. Tyler Stokes will be barside with me for 30 minutes, 4:30 to 5 o'clock. So stay right here because coming up right after me is Why Wouldn't We Radio with Jeremy, Ike, and Ashley. And those guys are badasses, and you need to stay here and watch them because they're funny as all get out. And my parting thought is how lucky we are if we have someone that makes saying goodbye so hard. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. We are done and out of here. So we will see you next week. Thursdays at we're changing it. Tuesdays at 6:30. We're moving Tuesdays at 6:30. Sorry, no more Thursday. The schedule got too tight. So we're here next Tuesday. Right. Okay. Be kind to one another. Keep it real. Keep on rocking. See you next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Damn, I forgot that.
You saved it really well.
Yeah, you did.